Hello? Hello? Hello, welcome. Hello. Welcome to our live stream. I'm Rita, welcome. Nice to see nice to meet you here. My name is Rita, welcome to join our live stream. Welcome. Today in our tea class, this tea personally I like very much. I would love to share this wonderful 7 years aged white tea with you. This tea is from the essential Chinese white tea producing area. It's from Fuding. Generally, we also call it white tea from Fuding city as Fuding white tea. This tea is from one of the best white tea producing area. It's called Guanyang, from an high altitude tea garden above 600 meters. This tea was made in 2018, so far it's been aged over 7 years. This is the tea I would like to share with you today. First of all, as usual, I will introduce the program of our tea class today. The first hour, I'll focus on this 7 years aged white tea, white peony. I will show you how to bring this tea with a traditional Gong Fu Cha Wei. Even you are new to this tea, you never try, or even this is the reason why I'm here today. I will show you step by step how to bring this with the correct way, and then to show you the detail, the features and the characters about this tea, about this white peony. White peony in Chinese also called it 白牡丹. 白牡丹. This tea is made from very high grade, one bud and one leaf, and one bud with 2 leaves. This is the tea I would like to share with you today. First of all, this tea is not the tea generally you see loose tea. This tea is one part from this tea cake. However, this tea cake, which is very different from the pu'er tea cake. Generally, pu'er tea cake, you can notice that it almost often they are tightly compressed into a tea cake. However, this tea is kind of compressed tea. You see it compressed into a small tea cake. Every tea cake is around 50 grams. However, it's very loose, so even you don't need an extra special tea leaf. Just with your finger, you can take it away from this cake easily. This tea, look at first of all. Please look at the beautiful physical appearance. This tea is made from, just like what I'm saying, made from very high grade tea buds and tea leaves. Look at it. Can you see it? Those tea here, look at those tea buds. Very high portion of tea buds. Those tea buds, they are heavily covered with such white, beautiful silver tea fuzz. In Chinese, we also call it as tea hair or tea hair. Look at it. After 7 years aging process, this tea, the fresh green color, turn more. Can you see? Compared with the new tea, especially for the fresh, the tea leaves, they look much more green after 7 years. You can imagine, because those tea get naturally oxidated. This is why the color becomes more and more intense. This is the very beautiful, this tea cake. Personally, I like very much, strongly recommend you. Morning teacher is so very beautiful. This is a wonderful person. You are you to be the sponsor of the very amazing colorful spring photo of joy in the heavens. Hello, Franco. Hello, Franco. This tea was made in 2018. So far, it's been aged over 7 years. When most drink white tea? What do you mean when most? You mean the best time to drink white tea? To bring a good cup of white tea in Chinese tea ceremony, there are 3 points, key points to bring a good cup of white tea. The first thing is we always repeat many times in our tea ceremony. The first point, tea to water ratio. Second point, water temperature. Third point, steeping time. For this tea, tea to water ratio, I would recommend to use like 1 to 30, like this guy one. This guy one, around 150 ml. I'm taking 5 grams. Here's 5 grams. For the water temperature, because this is kind of aged tea. When we bring aged tea, I always recommend to use just boiled water. And third, for the steeping time, this tea, my personal recommendation is to bring within 20 seconds, 15-20 seconds. For sure, you can appropriately adjust your steeping time according to your personal preference. When most, which season? White tea, 4 seasons you can drink it. White tea is ideal tea to drink in every season and every day, any moment. White tea, I write this bring information with you in our comment. If you are new to this tea, you can take a note because those bring information will be very helpful for your first discovery of this white peony by Mudan. This tea is from Fuding City, Fujian Province. Okay. Very interesting. Hello, Stephanie. Okay, information. A second, okay. So, any questions? Hello. Technically, Chinese white tea is applied with the minimum and the simplest tea making process. Generally, it contains only 2 steps: withering and the drying. Okay. In our previous live stream last week, I also shared a wonderful white tea, silver needle, a very high grade white tea from Yunnan province. Probably you are curious. I already shared last week why today I still share white tea. Okay, first of all, I want to explain something. Yes, both of them, they white tea, but it doesn't mean regarding the flavor, taste, or fragrance, they are similar. In the contrary, they are different. The taste are different, smells different. They're not the same tea at all. Why? First of all, the basic reason, the basic point is both of them made from different cultivar. Okay. from the different region. Those factors determine that the unique features of each tea. This is why today I also want to share this tea with you because this tea, this is my comment about this tea. This tea, you will never feel regret to try it. You will love it. This is my confidence about this tea quality. In this hour, I will show you how to bring it, and then to show you and share the details and features with you. As usual, okay. Bonjour. As usual. Later on, this tea, just like I mentioned, white tea remains the most original flavor and the taste of tea because the entire tea making process is very simple. It means actually the tea, there's not so much space for the artisan for us to improve the tea quality during the entire tea making process. This is reason why for white tea we always mention a lot the quality of the raw material itself. Later on, I will show you this tea making process to let you understand the entire making process. It's quite simple. It's not so complex like Chinese oolong. Okay. During our tea session, please feel free to share any questions or any opinion in our comment. Now we can start our tea ceremony. As usual, in Chinese tea ceremony, there's the first step we call it preheating process. This preheating process is necessary and inevitable. It means you will see almost in every Chinese tea ceremony, the first thing before our first infusion, we have to preheat the tea ware. How to do it? It's very simple. First of all, preheat the teapot, and then the fairy cup, teacup. To preheat our fairy cup as well. This fairy cup in Chinese we call it Gong Dao Bei. The function of this Gong Dao Bei is to spare tea equally into every teacup to show your equal respect to each guest in this tea ceremony. Preheat. Okay, now we just finished this preheating process. Because this tea is made from very high grade one bud with one leaf, one bud with the two leaves, very high grade. Generally, when we bring such high grade tender tea, even it's aged tea, we don't have to raise it. We bring directly the first infusion. This tea. Let's smell the dry tea. Now we put the tea. This is 7 years aged white tea I want to share with you today. This dry tea has a very unique fragrance. This step we call it shaking fragrance. Shaking it, shake it for several times and smell it, and then smell it. Wow! After this preheating process, when you touch it, you can feel your teapot is warm. With such a temperature, the dry tea becomes more noticeable. This supreme, because it's made from very high grade, almost like a silver needle. A silver needle in Chinese white tea category, silver needle is the highest grade. This white peony is almost made from the same grade of silver needle. This is also, we call it such high grade white peony by Mudan as supreme white peony. This 7 years white peony by Mudan has amazing tea fuzz fragrance, tea hair fragrance. This fragrance is not so. You only find from tea made from very high grade tea, very high grade tea. For instance, green tea, white tea, yellow tea. Yes, this tea probably because it's not so common to see. Probably you're curious how it smells like. The fuzz fragrance, tea fuzz fragrance, tender tea fuzz fragrance. It's a kind of similar to sweet, fresh, woody aroma. When you cut fresh wood, it smells sweet and fresh and woody. This is a tea fuzz fragrance. It's kind of similar. I have to use this example to let you have to experience, because with words it's very hard to describe. Okay, now we can start to bring it. To bring such aged white tea, 7 years aged white peony by Mudan, because the grade is very high. So when you bring it, first of all, make sure your water is hot enough. Just boil the water, and when you pour water into, don't pour water so violently. Pour water as gentle as possible along the edge of the disc one of the teapot. Steeping time 15 seconds. The fragrance is just overflowing from the teapot. Please look at, this is our first infusion. A beautiful light apricot color. You can see inside there a lot tea amino acids inside. A lot of tea here, tea fuzz inside. Very clear and very bright. You can note that the color of this tea soup is very light, right? Here it's indicating something about oxidation, oxida- oxidation of this tea. It's light. It's light. It's slightly white is kind of white is lightly oxidative here. Uh, smells so tender. So, any questions? This tea, this 7 years Supreme White Peony by Mudan has a very complex fragrance profile. This tea has a very delicate oaky aroma. First, the pouring water is used for anything. This tea, because it's made from very high grade, tea buds and tea leaves. Generally, high grade tea we don't raise it. It's accompanied with aged and clean wood aroma as well. And besides a sweet floral nectar, honey fragrance. Now let me try the first sip. It tastes so fragrant, flavored, and tender. Food of this tea, every sip is full of tender tea fuzz, tea hair fragrance. Food of tea amla seeds, let's say, to other words, food of tea amla seeds. Very fresh, very sweet. This is the charm of from such high-grade Supreme Peony. After 7 years aging process, now this tea, compared with the first the new tea, for instance, the peony, white peony from this year or last year, we call it as new tea, because white tea, fine wine, you can consume it anytime, but you can also choose to continue to age it. Compared with the new tea, this tea during the aging process, this tea already natural form a unique flavor and the taste. It becomes more, the flavor becomes more vibrant, more rich, and including the fragrance does the same as well. Very full-bodied, very full-bodied. Wow, nobody can refuse this tea, refuse such wonderful fragrance. It takes the mouthfeel is so tender, so silky smooth. And not only the fragrance, not only you cannot it not only this tea for your nose it's a grand pleasure to smell it, but beside smelling you can also drink it. You can also when you drink the fragrance is seeking in the tea itself, so not only for smelling but also drinking it. You tell us about these precious Chinese tea ways if a word fairy tale but written by your teacher. You're absolutely wonderful and tender like a few others. Congratulations. Thank you, Franco. This tea I strongly recommend to you. You will never feel regret to try it. Drinking it, you will understand we call Chinese tea as a fine tea, just like fine art. This is something you should take your time, take some time to focus on it, to appreciate, to degustate it. Fine wine, fine art, something you takes time to enjoy. This tea is a great symbolizes peony, especially for high-grade premium peony, symbolizes great delicateness and elegance of Chinese tea. No matter from any aspects, flavor, taste, physical appearance, fragrance, this tea, if you, especially for Chinese tea beginner, if you don't have too much experience in Chinese tea yet, this because this tea this tea first of all doesn't require strict brewing method, and besides, even this tea is also very suitable for cold brewing. It will surprise your taste, but believe me, this tea personally I like very much. And it's, this tea once you try this tea, I can say that this tea is a great this tea is a great sample for and the white peony. Okay, this tea can be a great sample for you. Once you try it, you have your criteria there. You have your criteria there. Tea is tea, but the highlight belongs to those astonishing tea way. This one is handmade, hand painted Chinese blue and white. This flower, I don't know, can you recognize it? Later I will show the details. Blue and white porcelain. It's this tea. Very sweet and flavored, palatable. You can see, you can use all kinds of wonderful words to describe it. This tea I really recommend to you. Very delicate. So, final questions? very elegant fragrance. This tea, it's like it's very delicate. It smells very delicate, exquisite, just like a plum flower, Chinese plum flower when they fall down into the snow, into the fragrance is very delicate very elegant, very refined. You can imagine that this tea, we Chinese name this tea as white peony. White peony. A tea can be given by such beautiful name. You can imagine how wonderful it should be. It's true that this tea was made in 2018. So far, it's been aged over 7 years. Just like we say, the more to describe this feature of white tea, the more it ages, the better it becomes. For any aspects, for the flavor, taste, fragrance, balance, mouthfeel of this tea, during the aging process, they will be naturally improved. Now we continue our second infusion. On this tea, you can bring over 10 times, 12 times. It still remains a great taste. Hello, one question. I have 5 years old white tea, 357 cake. How would you recommend storing for white tea? Store it, seal it well, and stay away from the sunlight and humidity. Order keep room temperature control within 30 Celsius degree. Room temperature for our human beings is 28 right now. This is the best temperature for tea as well. Now we continue. This is our second infusion. It can be brewed over even 12 times. Water temperature, just boiled water. Boil water as gentle as possible. Steeping time within 15 seconds. My peony just looking at this title, this name, peony. So it means the dominant fragrance. Dominant fragrance of this tea must be floral, must be pleasant, like flowery fragrance like that. This is true. Susan, you're welcome. Look at, wow. Let's look at this beautiful clarity and the brightness. Light apricot color, honey color, just like honey water. And look at the tea amino acids inside. Probably are very curious, almost especially when I share some high-grade tea, including yellow tea, green tea, white tea. Okay, I always show you those tea fuzz inside. Because tea amino acids is very important substance. It's very important substance to play a role to the tea flavor and fragrance. Generally, if this tea is made from very high grade tea, but it contains so high tea amino acids, right? Contains very rich, very high. Without trying it out, this is the first. It's not imagination. This is something if we know that it's made from like this tea, made from such high grade, without trying it, this tea generally should taste sweet, fresh, and should smell tender. The fragrance should be tender. Okay, this is a something. This is a say expectation without trying. This is our second. This this it this tea keeps a wonderful mixture fragrance profile. A very elegant, exquisite floral oaky aroma, accompanied with the tender tea, hair tea fuzz fragrance. In Chinese, we describe as 毫香. However, there's no echo translation in English language, so literally I translate call it as tender tea fragrance. This is similar to sweet, fresh, woody aroma when you cut the fresh wood. When you cut the fragrance is quite similar, or when you cook rice, when the water gets boiled, and the moment you take away the cover, the pot, is what it's very similar, kind of sweet, fresh fragrance. We call it as tender tea fuzz aroma. Okay, because this is not something it's very common to find like floral aroma you find from any kinds of tea. For such a tender tea fuzz fragrance you only find from a certain very high grade green tea or white tea, yellow tea as well. I really do inevitably become beauty today. You seem like Greek goddess. Come to delight us with your infinity beauty. Thank you, Frank. Thank you. Wow. It takes so for body rich fragrance and flavor. After drinking every sip, your entire complex mouth will be filled up with this complex floral fragrance with tender tea fuzz aroma and besides sweet nectar fragrance. This is a great pleasure to discover this tea, to drink this tea. Personally, I have a great passion for white tea. Why? Because when I started to learn Chinese tea, I takes because generally this is how we study tea. Choose a type, okay, choose a type of tea. In China, we got 6 green categories: white tea, yellow tea, green tea, dark tea, black tea, and oolong. 6 categories. I spent almost 1 year, entire year, to drink white tea. That's why every time when I share white tea with you, I got a lot of patience because during the 1 year I drink a lot Chinese white tea, all kinds of white tea, all kinds of grades. Believe me, this tea very worthy to have a try. It will surprise you. It's white peony usually made in Fujian, or is made from widely in other areas. Because usually the white peony I see in Europe seem to be Fujian. Yes, the essential white tea producing area is from Fujian, Fuding, essential Fuding. Call it as Fuding white tea, Fuding. The in other place also there's with the would say the most white tea is from Fuding. However, in Fujian province there is a place called Zhenghe. This place is producing great white tea as well. But for Fuding white tea, Fuding white tea, according to the different grades, we classify as 3 grades. First, the highest grade we call it silver needle. A silver needle from 1 baht, 1 leaf or 1 baht, single baht. And the second grade is white peony, and the third grade is shumei. Both of them, although they are white because they're made from different grades. After aging, especially after aging process, they often have a unique flavor taste. But the silver needle price is always the most expensive. Like this tea because this tea, regarding the grade, is almost very close to silver needle. Because this tea was made in 2018. This tea is made from one of the best white tea producing area of Fuding. It's called Guanyang, from the high altitude tea garden. And in this year, early spring, there's too heavy snow happening, and when there's snow, the picking up time is delayed, and this tea, the tea farmers tended to pick up the just single but made silver needle. However, because due to the weather, they just delay a little bit, and the side tea leaf was germinating. So this tea, that's why we call it, because the grade is very high but very close to silver needle, but it's not silver needle. So we call it as this kind of peony as supreme peony. I mean, the grade is very high. For this tea is very interesting because if you like floral aroma, and besides you also appreciate the tenderness of such high grade like silver needle, this tea is perfect because you can both have two tender tea fuzz fragrance and refreshing floral aroma. You can both have them. That's why Supreme White Peony is one of my favorites. The price of silver needle white tea from Fuding is almost 3 times more expensive than peony. There's a great difference. Knowledge at its best. Thank you. Very fragrant. Wow, the mouthfeel is very soft, very soft. Very soft. It's just like a very soft drinking it just there's no any unpleasant astringency and bitterness, especially after 7 years aging process. 7 years generally when the wine tea reach 4 5 years, this tea is to have aged the tea flavor, just like this tea. Compared with the new tea, new white peony, this regarding the florals of this tea becomes more low. This is a trend. This is a trendy expectation from all kinds of tea. New tea, new white peony smells more refreshing, brisk during the aging process because the aromatic substance converts different fragrance type as well. Like this tea now, when you smell it, this tea, besides the besides very pleasant, elegant floral oaky aroma, this tea is mixture accompanied with a very pleasant aged and clean woody aroma. This is a trend for wine tea. Probably in 3 years, 4 years, probably this tea we are expecting probably this tea. That's why it's very interesting when you have a tea and you're waiting for its natural change. Probably it comes with will surprise you with precious cocoa aroma, or herbal Chinese herbal medicine fragrance. Actually, it could you never know. So, final questions. This tea can be brewed over 10 times, 12 times. Thank you again. Yes, it's right. Remember, white peony made in Zhenghe too. Yeah, one tea house owners at Zhenghe. Sometimes a bit green tasting compared with fooding, but would be tasted Zhenghe white tea. Zhenghe they made from different. Zhenghe white is made from another tea cultivar. Regarding the flavor, taste, fragrance, yeah, they are different because the basic thing tea cultivar they are different. Both of them they have their style. Generally in Chinese in Chinese tea sensory evaluation, we don't compare. We in the same type tea we can compare the quality here. But the most wine tea you see the market generally they are from fooding. Physically, the Zhenghe wine tea they are smaller. Physically, they are smaller. Yeah. If we're just talking about just looking the tea with the physical appearance, fooding wine tea looks, but more attractive. There's a way we describe it, the quality, the physical appearance of white tea, especially for the tea buds, we call it strong and fat. Strong and fat. Okay. Very sweet, fragrant. This tea tastes very. It's very. It's very light. It's very light, very adorable tea. I would say very adorable. even you're a Chinese tea beginner, this tea, without any pressure, you will love it. You will love it because it's so which is different from other Chinese tea like. Certain Chinese oolong, like we wrote tea, probably not all of them can accept such intensity. For this tea, even for kids, this tea, um, without because it's made from very high grade. It's so sweet, tender, without any bitterness and stringency. Very pleasant to drink it. Furthermore, very suitable for the cold brewing. In summertime, cold brewing, it will surprise you. This tea, white peony, I strongly recommend to you. This is a softer tea leaves. This tea can be bring over 12 times. 12 times. Last night I tried until 12 infusion. Still, it still keeps great fragrance and flavor. Look at these beautiful soft tea leaves are made from one bud, one leaves and one bud with two leaves, very high grade. Wow.好，谢谢你，曾经老师。You're welcome，不用客气。This tea, in our tea shop, we're also selling a peony of 7 years, made in 2008, the same year of this tea. This tea, that is very worth it to have tried. Both of them, I recommend to you. That tea is kind of loose tea. This tea is loosely. It's not loose tea. They are compressed into a tea cake. That white tea, I recommend to you as well. That white tea has a very interesting, unique, very pleasant comfort, woody fragrance with excellent naturally sweetness. Both of them are recommend to you. You can choose both of them to try or one of them. You see, even now the tea gets now the tea we touch it, it turns back to room temperature. The fragrance still so intense, well-bodied. You can imagine the quality of the tea. This is our third infusion. I'm Iran. Hello. Water temperature, just boiled water. Steeping time, 15 seconds within seconds. Hello, hi, thank you. White peony, when my foreign friends ask me which tea when they want to try Chinese tea, even for my Chinese friends, when they want me introduce or recommend some tea to start Chinese tea journey, to learn Chinese tea, I always recommend white tea, especially high-grade white peony. Look at, because white peony, it doesn't require a very high brewing skill, and besides, the flavor, taste, the fragrance are so adorable. Look at those rich tea amino acids inside. Look at. I'm glad to be with you again, life, and hope you are always healthy and happy. Thank you again, thank you. I hope you the same. This tea is a very delicate floral. As you know, words are very limited. Words are limited to. Sometimes we describe, this tea as a floral aroma. However, each tea has a different floral fragrance. Well, not because I like this, just like this tea. This tea after 7 years aging process, this tea already has naturally formed unique fragrance. It's kind of it smells very complicated. It's not the only purely floral aroma. This tea is this exquisite floral oaky fragrance is also mixture with aged fragrance. Besides typical aged high grade wine tea fragrance, we call it as a nectar fragrance, sweet nectar fragrance. This tea recommend to you, sincerely recommend to you. We also have different types of tea in our country and always drink tea in our own family. Some people say that it can be aged up to around 40 years. After it doesn't benefit from the aging. I don't know if it can be because my oldest tea is 28 years old. What do you think? It depends on the tea. Generally, in our tea shop we have very aged tea. Liu Bao tea made in 1980s, so far it's been aged almost over 40 years. This 40 years for dark tea is almost already the selling point. Because once if you continue to age it, when the fragrance, because tea remains an agricultural product. Okay. So it doesn't have a clearly limited time to consume it. However, when it reaches pass over that point, it means the entire change is already completed. And the color probably will become very, very intense, but it tastes very pale. So 40 years, I think the 40 years for white tea. Let me say that the concept of white tea, concept of aged white tea. This concept started from 2010. So I think in market you cannot find very, very aged white tea like generally it doesn't exist if someone that this white tea is so aged, personally, I don't believe. Personally, I don't believe. But like the 10 years, 15 years aged white tea already very reach a very good point to appreciate to the degustated. The dishes you use very original, beautiful. Thank you. They didn't mean that it will grow worse after 40 years. Sometimes it could get worse. Not worse, but once the tea, because once the inner substance of tea completely get oxidated, completely converted, uh, the even the tea keeps very dark color. However, regarding the flavor taste, it just tastes like nothing. Yeah, like nothing. Yeah, food like yeah, food maturation. Okay, we continue our it's a little bit over time. I'll do our uh, fourth infusion. This is fourth. This taking over 12 times. 12 times. Highly resident. So, final questions? After 6 infusion, you can appropriately increase your sleeping time. Generally, this tea can be brewed over 10 times, 12 times. This tea, personally, I like it very much. Personally. For such high-grade aged peony, we don't recommend you to boil it directly in a kettle. While for aged low-grade white tea, like for instance Shoumei, it's very suitable for steaming in the thermos or boiling directly in a kettle. However, for this tea, for this supreme white tea or silver needle, we don't recommend to boil. To boil. And you must be right. All this white tea was seen from year 1980s and that. You're not making 100 sure you. Yeah, this in the market, you don't have to. Okay, it's a tea. White tea is not like poor tea. Like a raw pour, the invention of show pour is too fast. The aging process. This is why we invented show pour. However, for the white tea, I would say over 5 years. Over 5 years. A white peony, not white peony, sorry. A white tea generally starts to have aged tea flavor over 5 years. For 5 years, that is like threshold. But for white tea actually, no matter it's 1 year new tea, both then they have own charm. It's not like poor tea. Poor tea generally people like prefer more aged tea. variety is different, because for new Peony, you experience such refreshing, highly brisk floral aroma, and when it gets more aged, the fragrance become more complex. Which one is better? New one is better, or aged one is better? No, just like the personal preference. Personal preference. In fooding, local people used to use fooding white tea as herbal medicine, like a herbal medicine plant to cure some minor symptoms, like if you have throat and sore teeth, you can boil some aged show to help inflammation, inflammation. Uh, in fooding, there is now this this quota becomes more and more famous. 1 year tea, 3 year medicine, and 7 years treasure. This is the value of aged tea. If you're interested in this 7 years aged supreme white, I strongly recommend to you. Please go to check our tea shop link in bio. This tea very worthy to have a try. In our tea shop, there is a new very high quality new supreme white peony in 2000, made in last year 2024, and one great white peony from 2018, and very aged white peony from 2011, and this one. Both of them I strongly recommend to you if you want to. You're interested in white tea, especially for high-grade white tea. I recommend to you. That's great to know. So I think it's not too early to think. No, for white tea, especially for high-grade white tea, there's no. We don't emphasize the year of. We don't emphasize the years like tea, because each year, both it has own charm to discover. If you some people emphasize the years because they want to sell the tea, that's all. From the tea itself, no, new tea has own charm, and aged tea has own value. Say doesn't matter. There's no like tea. Purity is different. Purity does need some years to age it to form good better flavor texture. It's especially for high grade white tea. However, for like Shoumei, Shoumei generally I recommend to drink some aged Shoumei, but for Peony or Silver Needle, this is not very necessary to count on years. Okay, if you so find any questions, today is a little bit over time. Now I'm going to show you this beautiful hand-painted Chinese blue and white porcelain with you. This one is painted with cobalt pigment. I will come back in a few seconds. When I come back, I will show you more details. Now I'm gonna play the food making process, just like I mentioned. White tea is applied with minimum simplest tea making process to make the tea with the most original taste. I'll come back in a few seconds.
白茶的工艺最为简单独特，不炒不揉，只有萎凋和干燥两道工序。所谓萎凋，就是将茶鲜叶均匀地摊放在水筛或竹筛上，通过大自然的阳光、风等，让鲜叶自然失水。萎凋完成后，便要开始下一步的干燥。首先将木炭烧透打透，附上草木灰，温度控制在40到50度，再盖上背笼，将茶放在背笼上文火慢焙，期间不停地查看茶叶温度并翻动，直至水分达到一定比例内，茶叶干燥成型。屋顶白茶制作的，作为6大茶类之一，白茶的工艺最为简单独特，不炒不揉，只有萎凋和干燥两道工序。所谓萎凋，就是将茶鲜叶均匀地摊放在水筛或竹筛上，自然的阳光、风等，让鲜叶自然失水。萎凋完成后，便要开始下一步的干燥。首先将木炭烧透打透，附上草木灰，温度控制在40到50度，再盖上背笼，将茶笼上文火慢焙，期间不停地查看茶叶温度并翻动，直至水分达到一定比例内，茶叶干燥成型。屋顶白茶是怎么制作的？作为6大茶类之一，白茶的工艺最为简单，不炒不揉，只有萎凋和干燥两道工序。所谓萎凋，就是将茶鲜叶均匀地摊放在水筛或竹筛上，通过大自然的阳光、风等，让鲜叶自然失水。萎凋完成后，开始下一步的干燥。首先将木炭烧透打透，附上草木灰，温度控制在40到50度，再盖上背笼，将茶放在背笼上文火慢焙，期间不停地查看茶叶温度并翻至水分达到一定比例内，茶叶干燥成型。屋顶白茶是怎么制作的？作为6大茶类之一，白茶的工艺最为简单独特，不炒不揉，只有萎凋和干燥两道工序。
Hello again.
就是将
I come back. This is the guy one set I'm using today. 100% handmade, hand painted from Jingdezhen. This I don't have ever heard Chinese Jingdezhen. This place, Jingdezhen, this place, this city has over thousands porcelain and pottery making history. This one painted with Chinese traditional pigment, copal pigment. Look at this amazing glaze and wow, look at this painting craftsmanship. I wanted. Franco likes blue and white porcelain as well. Look at the layers of the blue. Look at this. You can see the layers of the different layers of this blue glaze. This flower, recognize it? In Chinese we call it 虞美人. Looks a little similar to pond coffee. It blossoms in May and yeah, this month, in May's month. Very beautiful butterfly. This is covered. Very elegant, and it's very thin. You notice that? Can you see that? It's very thin, very comfortable to hold your 3 fingers. This is this tree. Look at this tree. 100% handmade, hand painted by Master Yu Hongliang. Classical painting. This is a classic painting. You often see this Yu Mei Ren or pond copy flower pattern on Chinese antique blue and white. Look at the details. Wow, the colors. So amazing. Signature from maker. This one can match with all kinds of blue pot kinds of purple clay teapot. This is, look at, very elegant. Blue and white porcelain can date back from Yuan dynasty, from 14th century, during 700 years. This is our Chinese one of favorite and the most famous fine china. Wow. Look at this glaze. Look at this glaze. You see it? There's a way with this quality of glaze. This glaze, we call it as freezing oil. Looks like freezing oil. Yeah. It reflecting perfectly the light. Wow, very beautiful. Once you can, what is in the documentary, Jing porcelain learned that hand making this takes incredible hard work and a long time to craft. Yes, definitely. Like this ceramist, this painter, they since 6 years old they started to learn Chinese painting. This is not a study, a skill of 5 or 7 years. It's like a lifetime to do one thing. Very elegant. And look at this one. This one we call it 10,000 flowers. 10,000 flowers. 10,000 flowers. I've seen these amazing flowers yesterday, but their flowers smell like I cannot describe. A red one, red, right, Franco. Look at this. How many flowers can you recognize from this? This we call it 10,000. 10,000 flower pattern. 100% handmade, hand painted. This one is painted by, I suppose, Yu Hongliang. Yeah, my master Yu Hongliang. Yu Hongliang, like, for instance, he started to learn Chinese painting at age of a very young age. His naughty shop was selling a lot masterpiece from Master Yu Hongliang. Look at this one. The layout of this painting. Look at this is Peony. Peony, Chinese national traditional flower, peony. And you notice lotus and plum flower, all kinds plum flower, lotus, and there's some flowers I don't know the name. Very detailed. Look at them. This. Oh my God, that's stunning. Yeah, this. Look at this. The layout is very unique. This tree, personally like very much. For blue and white porcelain can match with all kinds of, especially for purple clay, very elegant. Blue and white porcelain. This is a tray. This is a tray, and this is the cup. Look at this cup. This cup is fully painted. It requires very high skill, painting skill to finish. Look at this glaze. There's no any white space left. Fully painted. Try teapot. White. A second. Let me white. This one. by chance I have this one is with the bin handle. Let me see if I have but per unbelievable amount of details. Yeah, this is why I dare say 景德镇. Why 景德镇? We can say 景德镇 produces the best fine china, including the glaze and the craftsmanship, the quality of the porcelain itself, and besides, most important, it's about painting 景德镇. If in our tea shop, we are selling a lot masterpiece from 景德镇 with the different varied painting craftsmanship. This one we call it blue and white porcelain. Look at this. Oh, so reflecting. This teacup. We call it 斗笠 teacup because it's shaped like a Chinese traditional hat. We call it 斗笠 斗笠 teacup. Very delicate porcelain, fine China. In Chinese culture, we love to display such flower tree at the entrance of the house because we believe that this is our culture. It sounds a little bit superstitious. We believe they can bring us harmony in the family, blossoming first. Blue and white porcelain. This is Phoenix. This is masterpiece as well. Phoenix. Look at two style different Phoenix. Let me show you one by one. If an interesting piece we are presenting, showing a live stream today, please go to check our tea shop link in bio. This is a Chinese mystical animal or species, yes, or it's kind of auspicious animal as well. In Chinese culture, phoenix symbolizes rebirth and encouragement, inner peace, actual, because they are seen as the king of birds. King of birds. This one is painted with traditional pigment. Phoenix. Look at the phoenix. The king of the birds. The phoenix tail. This is Chinese lucky clouds, because this is phoenix is mystical, auspicious animal bird from heaven. Generally comes with lucky clouds as well. Signet. This one is painted by Master Cao Yi. Master Cao Yi has won the very precious title as National Intangible Cultural Inheritor of traditional Jingdezhen porcelain craftsmanship. Oh yes, phoenix. Isn't that phoenix are often shown with dragons? Yeah. Phoenix in China symbolizes with feminine power. Symbolizes with woman as well. Symbolizes woman. The wonder of art leaves everyone breathless. we regard dragon and the phoenix as a couple, mythical couple. Look at this beautiful royal blue glaze and cobalt pigment. This is the cover. This one is 160 ml, 60 ml. Oh, great to know. This is the tray. This tray you can match with all kinds of purple clay teapot, 紫砂 teapot, very beautiful. You can also use it as a home decoration to display entrance of house, to use as a home decoration, very beautiful. For blue and white porcelain is the most classical among classics. Very strongly recommend to you. 3 teacups, different teacups available. Like this one. This teacup shape we call it the poor teacup. Poor teacup. Look at it. Poor teacup. And this one. This teacup shape we call 压手 teacup, pressing hand teacup. Signature maker. Very elegant. This is blue and white porcelain, 100% handmade, hand painted from Jingdezhen. This is the tree. Beauty. A beauty that never get old or dated. Yeah, it will never out of fashion. During over 700 years, our Chinese ceramists painters never stopped to paint it on porcelain. Can you imagine? Look at this amazing glaze. We describe as freezing oil. Looks like freezing oil. Wow. So reflecting. Besides blue and white porcelain phoenix whistle. This is a look at this one. This one is painted by Chinese traditional pigment. We call it wanhong, or literally you can call it aroma. Phoenix. This is the original design. Phoenix pattern by Master Wang Bin. Master Wang Bin has a great reputation, famous for his already designed dragon phoenix pattern, just like this one. He has won many prizes, prizes in painting. Look at this, the dragon which I say, look the dragon face and then phoenix tail. Look at the details of this. Look at the good morning, hello out and good morning. Those golden lines are painted with 24K pure gold. The phoenix tail. Very beautiful, elegant. Inside there are both filter as well. The bottom is painted with 24K pure gold. 150 ml. Very elegant, beautiful teapot. Phoenix. This is a teacup. Now I will show you how our mother wand been painted. This painting process of this Phoenix cup. Look at the details. Looks like this Phoenix is dancing, flying. When you pour light like this white peony, the tea with a light color into, you feel like the phoenix, the dragon, just coming out from the teacup. Very lifelike. Very stunning with the feather of 凤凰叶. In Chinese, we call it 凤凰叶. The feathers of the 凤凰. Great. Okay, if you're interested in those Phoenix 凤凰 tea wares, please go to check out the shop link in bio. Okay, this one, wow, this one is so spring. 100% handmade. This one is look at this one is made from Chinese unique clay called 羊脂玉. Literally, you can call it molten fat jade clay. You can notice that this clay is purely white, just like snow, and besides has a elegant Chinese jade finish. We call it as very oily, very beautiful, very elegant. Can you recognize this flower? This is a Chinese traditional flower. This flower, we call it 梅花, plume flower. This plume flower, this is translation. It's not the flower can. This is not the plume, the fruit. No. This flower. This is we call it 梅花 in Chinese, literally a plume flower. But however, this is not the fruit, the fruit flower. This flower Chinese, especially so much like by charities. We also call it as a Chinese literary flower because it blossoms in cold weather in winter. In January, plume flower 梅花 also symbolizes strength, honest, straight personality. We call it plume flower and bamboo pine as three friends in winter. This is teacup, and this is the fair cup. Very very lovely. Get this clay, this finish, very beautiful. This is the cover. You can use this cover as incense holder as well. Wow. You can use as incense holder. This teapot shape we call it as 宝瓶 teapot. 2 sides. Hi, my friend. Hello, Mia. There's a filter inside. There's a filter. Very elegant set. Plum flower. Okay. So, any questions? Smell again the tea I'm sharing with you today. Even when it's cold, the fragrance, the tea still remains the same fragrance. Very fragrant, very floral. Wow, that must take ages to craft it. Yeah, hello, Jersey. Yeah, definitely. This Master Wang Bin. Now he's almost over 60 years. Over 60 years old. He has devoting his entire life to paint. It takes we entire life, or we only do one thing. This is exactly describe their insistence in painting. Not yet. Personally, this teacup I don't put in the link yet. Traditional Chinese fish and algae pattern. I personally like very much fish and algae pattern, blue and white person. Very sweet and fragrant. This 7 years Supreme White Peony, I strongly recommend to you this tea. You will never feel regret to discover it. It will surprise you. It will surprise you. Okay, guys. Guys, if you don't have any further question, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you so much for your watching. I'm very happy to meet you here. If you join us late, don't worry. This live stream is well recorded. I'll post it when we finish it today. My name is Yita. I'm so glad to meet you here. Nice to meet you here. If you want to follow our next live stream, make sure you already follow our account. We will share our tea schedule, live stream schedule in advance in our profile bio. Generally, we perform 3 times per week. Okay, I wish you a great day and great night. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and see you next time. See you and ciao ciao. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. See you. Ciao ciao. Thank you for teaching. See you next time. See you. Thank you, Juicy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Franco. Thank you, David. Thank you. Thank you.